Here we are in Bucaramanga. And right now we're going to Panachi. Let's go.
In this trip, we are going to analyze the human-nature interactions in tourism activities, specifically in the National Park Panachi.
Here we are at Panachi, in the Chicamocha Canyon, one of the most beautiful landscapes in Colombia and in the world.
As we are interested in tourism, this national park offers a lot of activities, such as cable car, paragliding, a water park, and some others. Now, we want to get an opinion of the local people around Panachi.
In this beautiful place, in our way back to Caramanga, we find this woman that can help us understand the community perception of Panachi.
We're gonna make some questions. So, her name is Maria Jose, and it's going to be in Spanish, but we're gonna translate it. Bueno, María José, le tenemos algunas pequeñas preguntas.
Ajá.
Quiero que nos cuente la primera, ¿cómo influyó Panachi en su calidad de vida? ¿Cómo ha mejorado? ¿Cómo ha empeorado? ¿Qué considera usted?
Pues el Panachi para nosotros ha sido una idea muy buena. A cambio de ese Panachi, para nosotros, a las personas que venden se les ha recuperado mucho mejor las ventas. También allá en el pueblito de Aratoca también ha sido buenísima las ventas porque ahí uno ve más movimiento de gente y uno, a pesar de eso, conoce uno más gente que uno nunca había visto. Pues me parece muy buena la idea de este Panachi.
Perfecto. Una segunda pregunta. ¿Piensa que Panachi es amigable con el medio ambiente?
Sí, hasta este tiempo ha sido muy amigable con con el tiempo. Pues uno no mira contaminaciones ni nada, ni para nada.
Ok. Y una última pregunta. ¿Cómo percibe la comunidad en general el impacto ambiental que tiene Panachi?
El impacto ambiental.
Es decir, como, no sé, la creación de construcciones, tal vez el río,
Ajá, ya.
esas diferentes
Sí,
cosas.
muy bonito, sí. La construcción, pues uno la mira muy preciosa. Uno mira cosas muy lindas. Por ejemplo, el teleférico es una cosa que es muy linda. Pues uno la mira agradable y al mismo tiempo uno, pues, le hace falta la comodidad para uno también utilizarlo. Sí.
Perfecto. María José, le quiero agradecer mucho.
Bueno, su
Muchas
merced,
gracias.
con mucho gusto. Bueno.
Well, in our research about the environmental impacts of Panachi, we find out the environmental policies of the park. There are different main points, but its responsibility to the environment consists on five important ones. The first one is to avoid environmental pollution by eliminating or reducing the significant environmental impacts caused by the park's activity. The second one is to develop integrated management of natural resources oriented to the protection of these resources, their rational use, and their appropriate treatment of their externalities they generate. Of course, comply with national environment legislation, regulations, and comply with policies of international organizations. Another point is to interact actively the personnel of all levels of the organization in the performance of the environmental management system. And the last one is to communicate periodically the environmental policy to all employees and make it available to the general public. So the commitments will be achieved with the effort of all staff and all the people that uses the park.
So, as a conclusion, we have that Panachi does his best in order to reduce its environmental impact. But with that level of activity and the dimension of the construction, it still have negative impact related to issues like carbon emissions generated by the operation of the park. The environmental impact is also minimum because Panachi is located in the Chicamocha Canyon that has an aggressive weather and it leads to a reduced wildlife, so ecosystems are not very large. In the other hand, we have that the people that live near Panachi haven't been directly affected by this park. In fact, you can perceive that the people is very pleased with its operation. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.